Hey, give it up for Mr. Frank or whatever. How's it going? Cool, me too. I think one of the most universal questions in the whole human experience is what happens after we die. And science isn't even working on it. That bothers me a lot. Science keeps answering questions that nobody fucking asked. Did you know a banana's actually a berry? Shut up. What happens after we die? Nobody cares what a berry is. Figure out the afterlife. Now I'm counting the suction cups on this octopus. It's gonna be tight when we know what that number is. I learned recently that in some religions you can't be cremated or you don't go to heaven. I hope that rule's not true. Because you're dead for a little bit before you get cremated, so you would be in heaven. And then somebody would come up to you and go, hey, your family just burned you, you gotta go. What? But I did everything right. Yeah, it sucks, dude. I don't make the rules. You gotta go to hell forever now. Shit, man, I could have eaten ham. I bet that was delicious. I was watching this IUD commercial because I was thinking about getting one. It is not the right choice for me. But the lady in the commercial was like, I can't have a baby. I can't even keep a plant alive. And I just like the idea that you would use the same amount of effort with a baby. You just look at it on the windowsill every day. Ugh, it's getting worse. The edges are drying up. I put it in direct sunlight. I'm not a doctor, for fuck's sake. I don't know if you can tell by these jokes. I'm in therapy. It's going fine, I guess. I got a new therapist recently because the old one stopped laughing. And so I was in like the first therapy session for the first time in a while. And there's part of the first therapy session where they go, hey, just so you know, everything you say in here is totally confidential. But I am required to alert the authorities if you're in immediate danger to yourself or others. And I always thought it'd be kind of fun to just go, oh, never mind, and then leave. I didn't know there were so many rules. I'll tell a priest. The psychiatrist is my favorite doctor, though, because you go to any other doctor, you want nothing to be wrong. But I would hate to go to the psychiatrist and find out nothing's wrong. It's like, you don't have anxiety, you're just right. We talk to your family, they are pretending to love you. Other people can hear your thoughts, that's real. Your grandparents watch you masturbate from heaven. And it's heaven, so they like it. You're not allowed to be grossed out in heaven, so they're just all proud of you. You're so good at the computer. Oh, man. You guys are fun. I was at the grocery store today. I saw a guy wearing a shirt that said, I'm pro-gun. Change my mind. So I shot him. It actually changed my mind. I was like, that was pretty cool. Why are all the guns legal in this country and almost none of the drugs? That doesn't make sense at the same time, damn it. If you're responsible enough to have a gun, you're responsible enough to have cocaine by a mile. Because if you're irresponsible with a gun, you could kill 30 people and then die. If you're irresponsible with cocaine, you could annoy 30 people and then die. And 30 people would go, oh good, he's dead. Thought he would never shut up about the Phantom Menace. Pro-gun arguments are kind of interesting, though. Somebody told me guns create jobs. I don't know about that. They create job openings. Slightly different contribution. I just got a new job recently. Nobody got shot. They were just hiring. But yeah. When I got this job, my boss was like, we don't drug test here, but don't show up super baked. And I said, okay, I won't show up high. And he goes, you can show up high. Just be cool about it. I lease apartments for a living. It's pretty fine. Someone called into the office the other day and said, I need a one-bedroom apartment. This is my budget, and I'm looking for a particular school district. And I said, oh, you have kids? And he said, no. And then I still had to ask all the apartment questions. Okay, do you have any pets? And like 3 minutes into the conversation, it comes up that he's a teacher. And I was like, you should have said that immediately. Because I haven't been writing anything down. I was like, this motherfucker is not passing a background check. There is no way. Teachers are heroes. That's the title of that joke. There's a big push to like stop teaching anything LGBTQ related in schools, which I think is kind of weird because we're also the country that tells our kids they can be whatever they want when they grow up, like as a career. And that's backwards, man. At this point, your kid is way more likely to be trans than successful. Like, you could be president. No, you can't. Come on. You might be gay, though. There's a pretty good chance of that. You know? Lots of people are gay. Almost nobody is the president. I read an article that estimated that about 1 in 40 people are trans, which means we really need to stop saying that we've never had a woman president. Because really, we just don't know which one it was. You know? I think it was Teddy Roosevelt. You want national parks? Okay, you big lady. Sometimes I think I'm trans, but then I just think about something else. Now, I did come out as non-binary last year. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I'm not, but it felt great. No, I am. That one's real. That's true. That one's true. It is weird being non-binary, though. A lot of people think it's made up, including me a little bit. Like I use they, them pronouns, but when I meet somebody else who uses they, them pronouns, I'm like, okay. It's one of these. But yeah, I have a niece, and when I told my brother, he was like, so what should we have her call you? Because like, you're not Uncle Dan anymore, but you're not Aunt Dan. And I was like, well, she's 3 years old, so just tell her not to talk to me. She doesn't have anything interesting to say to Uncle Dan. I was raised like super religious. My family's Catholic. That's the real one, if anyone was wondering. One of my cousins actually asked me, Danny, does it bother you at all that Paul's letter to the Corinthians says you're not supposed to be queer? And I was like, no. I'm not a Corinthian. Like, why are you reading other people's mail and then obeying it? And why is Paul writing letters to entire cultures of people? If your grandma did that, you'd put her somewhere, man. Hey, Graham, what are you doing? I'm just telling the Japanese not to be gay. All right, get in the car. All right, that's enough of me. You ready to keep the show going? All right, your next comic's awesome. Give it up for the very funny Sam Rocha.